The race for Georgia District 4 congressional seat, now held by Hank Guam Johnson, is heating up, with conservatives breaking through historic barriers in this year's unique political landscape. The political establishment in this traditional Democrat, gerrymandered district are going so far as to allegedly exclude one of the fresh conservative faces, Liz Carter, from participating in a recent forum, which included Democrat and Republican candidates, simply because she is white. To be clear, all of the candidates on both sides of the aisle have been openly fair and admirable, but not the Democrat machine, which will seemingly use every means, including bigotry, to hold on to power. Listen first to the executive producer of the event, James H. Welcome, defend his position, and then Rupert Parchment, conservative candidate for Georgia Congressional District 13, give his analysis of the situation.
My thing is this: I don't do this for money, so I get to be brutally honest. When I listen to the candidates from the 4th District, I see politicians and then I see people who are politicians with a committed purpose. Now why? I don't know. But I've been inundated regarding this Liz Carter issue, and one of the candidates here even refused to appear if I didn't allow Liz Carter to participate. Now, my position is this: nobody gets to tell me how to do my show. Who does that? You don't tell 60 Minutes who they can have. Why would you do it to me? At the end of the day, I want you to know that the reality for us is that we need people who have intention to do good. Now, whether or not they're a Republican or a Democrat is insignificant to me. But if their intention is to serve you, and you know they have served you, maybe you need to think about where your next vote should be.
I initially came here because I heard that there was someone's rights were being violated, and I'm running for Congress in the 13th district. So for me, I was working, meeting my constituents, saying hello, shaking hands, and I got this call that there's someone's rights were being violated. Now I happen to know some of the candidates that are running in this election. When I found out it was Liz, I felt that here we are in 2010 and someone's being disenfranchised. I thought about what Martin Luther King would say about something like this: if there's injustice anywhere, it's injustice everywhere. I felt as though I needed to stop what I was doing, dropped my wife off and said, I've got to head out there and be there and stop whatever could potentially happen. And that is to make sure that she had her rights, her civil rights were not violated. I think that what was potentially was going on, and the organizer or the gentleman who was speaking continued to reiterate, was that it was his venue and his event, and he should be allowed in a public place to choose who and what message he would hear. And I was so reminded of 50 years ago watching black and white video of someone saying, not in my shop, I won't let those people judge because of their color. And I thought that we learned, or some of us had paid heed to what Dr. King had to say about that in the contents of one's mind and their character as opposed to the color of their skin. I believe the issues that are going on in District 4, District 13, or throughout this nation are more than just the individuals. People are suffering. Jobs, education, transportation, excessive taxation, those are the issues that are affecting our communities. People do not care about left, right, Democrat, Republican, DR, chicken wing, turkey wing. It's about the issues, where you stand on the issues, and how you are going to help me to get out of this situation. And the relief comes through small business and encouraging less taxation and actually a listening ear. And I came to hear that, and I'm glad that Liz was allowed to say that message. I saw that reluctantly the people who sponsor, or the gentleman who was speaking on the mic, was reluctant to even extend her the opportunity, as if he was forced and he was going along with it this time. I just thought, what if that was a white man saying that? What would happen?
So in your opinion, they
reluctantly bowed to the pressure, and I feel inspired by that I helped by being here to say to them that it's wrong, what was done, and that she deserves the right to speak. He earlier said that there wasn't enough room in the venue for Liz. Liz is 5'4", 120 pounds wet. There's plenty of room in there for her to speak her mind, but you can't squelch the masses. And what we're experiencing is people who are trying to silence new innovative thought. And
so what was the concern that you had initially? Was it because he was not allowing any Republicans to speak? or was it
No,
that a specific Republican was not being
Well, I don't
allowed
understand
to talk?
what the issue was, because what I heard from him when I actually saw advertisements for this event 2 to 3 weeks ago, and it showed a picture of Hank Johnson, Vernon, it had a picture of Connie, and it had a picture of Corey. So I thought it was only four individuals. I guess Liz didn't want to do the event. Weeks later, I heard Liz was trying to be in the event, and they wouldn't allow her because it's a. I didn't get this, but from what I was told, that she was denied access because of her color. That this was supposed to be a black-only candidates forum. And upon hearing that yesterday, I was called, and and I said, you know what? I said, if you're calling me to ask me for support, don't even worry about it. I'll be there. And when it was reiterated today, I said, you know what, let's finish our work, stop what we're doing. I figured that at least they would see the light, reflect maybe on where we've come from, and that here we are in Atlanta, the crescent of the civil rights movement, that maybe the spirit would speak to them to say, you know what, this is wrong, let me just make it right. Instead, they fought it, they were stubborn, and when I see the parallelism of what is going on, reluctance, as opposed to, and the thing is, do unto others as you would have them do unto yourself at the end of the day, and if the shoe was on the other foot, how would they react?